In this video, we will be covering the assembly for the Rook and Colt Surface 604 bikes. To accomplish this video's objectives, you will need a 17mm wrench, a crescent wrench, and a 4 and 5mm Allen key. For our first step, we will be installing the handlebars. You will need to take your 5mm Allen key and remove the plate to mount the handlebars. Place the handlebars center on the mount and place the plate over the bar. Then, screw back in the Allen bolts into the frame one at a time. Next, we will install the front fender and light. We will need a 4mm Allen key as well as the crescent wrench here. First, take the wire mount and put it in place. By hand, tighten the nut to hold the fender in place. Repeat this for both sides. On the bike frame, there will be a bolt sticking out. First, mount the light facing forward, and then slip the fender hook on the bolt behind the light. Again, hand tighten the nut to hold it in place. Now, take the crescent wrench so you can firmly hold the nut in place. Then, take out your Allen key and tighten the bolts. Just make sure when tightening the bolt on the light, you keep it straight. The next step, we will be installing the front wheel. You will need to take the axle and slide one spring onto it and, for now, set it close by. Take the wheel and begin to mount it in place. You need to make sure you feed the rotor through the brake calipers. Then, feed the axle through the hub, placing the spring on the other side, followed by the plastic nut. Tighten by hand just before you can't tighten anymore. Then, lock it into place. Next, we will install the pedals. One of them has some grooves and one does not. Take the pedal with grooves and install it on the side opposite from the chain. You can thread it in by hand. Once tight, take your crescent wrench or 17mm wrench and tighten it as much as you can. Repeat with the other pedal on the other side. Finally, we will install the battery. You will need to fully charge it before going on your first ride. The battery should be 50 to 80% when received. Charge it for 6 to 8 hours to ensure a strong first charge. Line the battery up at the bottom. And then, by applying some pressure at the top, the battery will snap into place. To remove it, you will find a set of keys strapped to the wires on the handlebar. Remove them and take the key and insert it into the battery mount. This will unlock the battery, so you can pop it out with some pressure from the opposite side. You can now turn the bike on and enjoy your first ride.